In the year 1500, Africa was a continent of towering empires, wealthy cities, and brilliant minds, a world the history books rarely show.
16th century Africa was not one story but many, a mosaic of powerful kingdoms, trade networks, and cultures that stretched from the Sahara to the Indian Ocean.
At the heart of West Africa, the Songhai Empire under rulers like Ashaware Muhammad was the largest and most powerful empire on earth, controlling trade routes worth more than most European kingdoms.
Ashaware Muhammad was not just a military conqueror, he was a devoted Muslim scholar who turned Timbuktu into one of the world's greatest centers of learning.
The University of Sankore in Timbuktu enrolled over 25,000 students, teaching astronomy, law, medicine, and theology, centuries before most European universities existed.
For centuries, trans-Saharan caravans carried gold and salt across the desert, the arteries of a trading system that made West African rulers among the richest people on the planet.
On the East African coast, Swahili city-states like Kilwa were thriving hubs of Indian Ocean commerce, trading gold and ivory with merchants from India, China, and Arabia.
Great Zimbabwe's massive stone walls, built without mortar or European influence, stand as enduring proof that African civilizations had mastered monumental architecture centuries before colonial contact.
Ethiopia's ancient Christian kingdom preserved one of the world's oldest unbroken religious traditions, with rock-hewn churches and sacred manuscripts that dated back more than 1,000 years.
When Portuguese ships first appeared on African coasts, they entered a world of established empires and sophisticated trade, but their arrival signaled the beginning of a devastating disruption.
The Atlantic slave trade would become the greatest forced migration in human history, tearing millions from African soil and delivering a wound from which the continent has never fully recovered.
Even as external pressures mounted, African communities held fast to their cultures, religions, and identities, and many found powerful ways to resist.
The story of 16th century Africa is not ancient history, it is the foundation of who millions of people are today, and reclaiming it is an act of power.
This lesson is part of the UNESCO General History of Africa curriculum library at ashaware.com, where Africa's story is told by Africa.